It's dark. Good morning. Hold on, I have chocolate in my mouth. Good morning. And by good morning, I mean good afternoon. It's 12:46. Excuse me. I have boxers on. They're not underwear. Well, they are underwear, but I'm wearing them as shorts. Anyways. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found our little corner of YouTube. My name is Haley. Nice to meet you. I will say, if this is your first video on my channel, you should probably watch a different one. This is like a catch-up video, because I haven't posted a video in like over a month, I think. I have good reason, but anyways. If you're new, this might not be the best video to open your relationship with my channel, is all I'm trying to say. Now, I'm glad you're here regardless. And if you want to hit subscribe, you can. It's just down there. You don't have to though, no pressure. But you can if you want. But I would suggest possibly choosing a different video to watch if this is your first experience with my channel. So, just getting that out there. If you're not new, if you're returning and you're like, where the actual heck have you been? This video is definitely one that you might want to watch. Now, I'm prepping me some lunch. I'm having a really rough day. It's funny because I've been planning on filming this video and I've filmed it at least 25 times. And it just all sucks. And at this point, I have to put it up and I'm just doing it. So if it sucks, I'm so sorry. But it's all I've got. So, if you're returning, I'm sure you're wondering where I've been. And if you're not, that's okay too. I recognize that your life does not revolve around my channel. And I'm actually glad that it doesn't. Because that would be kind of sad. But Brenton made me this last night because I didn't feel good. And I still don't feel good, so I'm eating it. I just wanted to come on and tell you guys kind of where I've been, what's been going on, why I haven't been uploading, and why my house looks like this. It looks way worse in person than it does where you're at, just so you know. There's a lot on the floor that you can't see from there. This is so hard to tell without sounding so boring. So I'm just going to tell you. I have been absolutely miserable since we got back from our cruise. Oh, I need a damp paper towel. Does anyone else's husband leave the singular last paper towel on the roll and then not just get a new roll? Don't worry, I am going to replace that roll when I get done shooting this video. But for right now, I'm just going to use this one. I'm just trying to keep my mac and cheese from getting dry, you know? Pro tip. So, starting with the first week after we got back from our cruise. Actually, little backstory. For most of November and all of December, I was spending all day and all night editing. I was sleeping max 4 hours a night. Most nights I was getting 2 or 3 hours, which I'm sure you know isn't great. But by the time we got to our cruise, I was exhausted. I actually slept more on this cruise than I ever have any cruise. I nap a lot on cruises because it's just such a good nap. I will say on this cruise ship, though, we went on the Mardi Gras and their beds were not nearly as comfortable as they are on the older cruise ships. I just want to say, I don't know what they're choosing to do different, but I don't like it. It's not as comfy. The old ones were like sleeping on a cloud, and I was really looking forward to that. And we got in there and it was like, they're still good beds, but they're like more firm. And I wasn't here for that. So, was disappointed. But on the cruise, I didn't hardly do anything. I went to like 2 or 3 shows. I sat on the Serenity deck a couple days. But I was so tired that I couldn't function. And almost everything was making me cry. So, this is a clip from when I was packing for the cruise. Of me having emotional breakdown over the fact that I wasn't going to be able to finish Vlogmas. I'm packing for my cruise, and I realized today that I wasn't going to be able to get all my videos uploaded. Why am I crying? I wasn't going to be able to get my videos uploaded for you guys because I've had many I've had many emotional breakdowns over this. And honestly, normally I wouldn't cry this much, but I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. But I'm so tired. So that's where we were at. That's kind of where I was mentally and emotionally and all. I was just exhausted. Everything was making me cry. If something tasted good, I was crying. If something stressed me out, I was crying. If something on TV was cute, crying. I cried about everything. If I had not been 1,000% sure I was not pregnant, most people probably would have thought that I was. I wasn't. But anyways, so we go on the cruise. Do what I can. Can't do a lot because I'm just absolutely knackered. So, get off the cruise. I continue trying to edit the whole time I'm on the cruise and for like the first 3 or 4 days after the cruise. And then the last day that I was trying to edit, I was over here. I was cooking soup in this massive cast iron Dutch oven. Sorry, it felt heavier than normal, but I think it's just because I'm weak. And I was falling asleep at the stove. Like I was standing here stirring, and I'd like nod off and catch myself, which is not safe. It's not safe. Brenton does not usually sit in the kitchen with me, but on this particular day, he was just standing in here talking. And the first time I did it, he noticed, but he didn't realize that I have bad balance. So he just thought that I like lost my balance a little. But then I did it 2 more times, and he made me go get on the couch. He was like, go lay down on the couch. He makes me go lay down. He finishes supper. By the time he gets done with supper, that was already only like 10 minutes away from being done, I'm passed the F out on the couch. When I wake up, my computer is nowhere to be seen because Brenton took it from me and hid it so that I couldn't find it. And he was doing it out of love. He was really worried about me because I wasn't sleeping and I was just getting progressively worse physically and all. And he was really stressed out about it. So when I almost fell asleep at the stove, he took my computer. And when I woke up, he was like, you're not allowed to edit or do anything else on your computer until you've rested. So I was pissed off because I'm stubborn and slightly a control freak. And at the time I was really pissed off, but I'm actually glad he did it. And it was really nice of him to actually do that. He's not normally that kind of person. Like he would never come up and be like, you can't use this. But in this particular situation, because I was so bad off, I really appreciate that he was that person in that moment. But sorry if I'm having trouble breathing. I'm sick. So after that, we went to his friend's house for a couple days in Tennessee. We went and stayed with them for a couple days and then came back. And a few days after that, I got a stomach bug. That was absolutely terrible. And I had it for like a week. I was basically only able to drink water and Gatorade. What is the other thing? Water, Gatorade, and it is not ginger ale. I like Seagram's. But I was trying to say Canada Dry, and I was like, no, that's not right. But ginger ale, water, and Gatorade were the only things I could keep down. I was eating chicken of star soup with the chicken picked out because the chicken and those are gross. And that was like I couldn't ingest anything. I was surviving off of that soup and saltine crackers and ginger ale. Well, I could drink Sprite, but we just didn't have any. Ginger ale, Gatorade, and water. So that wasn't fun. And it also did not help with the fact that I was still exhausted. That went away. And then hold on. Okay. So anyways, excuse the microwave here. Basically, I'm going to call it a bad cold, but I don't actually know what it was. We did go, well, I went. We have We have an urgent care center that's within walking distance of here. It's like maybe max a 10-minute walk. It's probably more like a 6-minute walk or like 5. So I walked down there to get tested because I thought I had the flu or something. And I got the flu test, negative. I got the COVID test, okay, negative. And they said it's just some kind of viral thing. And they couldn't really do anything about it other than give me like medication to treat the symptoms. But I was like, I already have medicine at the house. I'm not going to spend more on medicine for this. So I was miserable. It felt like I had a really bad case of the flu. Like really bad. I've only had the flu once, but the case that I had then was freaking terrible. So I'm assuming if I say it was a really bad case of the flu, that would be understandable. As far as how bad it was. But had that. Finally got over that. I was literally in bed for like 3 weeks straight because I was sick and tired and I just couldn't do anything. I was either on the couch or in bed, just being absolutely miserable. After that, I had a couple days of respite and I was like, all right, I'm doing this. I'm getting back on YouTube. I'm filming videos. I'm editing. Brenton had given me my computer back at this point. And then I started getting migraines from hell. They were awful. They were absolutely terrible. And not only was I getting migraines from hell, but I was also on my period. So if you're a lady, if you're a man and you don't want to hear this, I'm sorry, but I'm a lady and I talk about my life and my life includes periods. But if you've never had like a really, really terrible period where like you can barely stand up, you're in so much pain, you're throwing up because you're in so much pain, you're crying, you're emotional, you literally can't function, you can't hold anything down. It was that kind of period. Like it was awful. Brenton was like, are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital? Are you sure you're not sick? I was like, no, it's just my period. And on top of that, I was also getting migraines. I haven't had like regular migraines in months since I went to my neurologist. He gives me a medicine that I take every day for preventative measures. And then he also gave me medicine to take when I feel one coming on. And nothing was touching these migraines. Nothing. Dang it. Sorry, I dropped my towel. Don't worry, the floor's clean. I just mopped it yesterday. We haven't done anything in there since. But the migraines were awful. I was so light sensitive that I was having to wear an eye mask, just like walking around with a nightlight on. We have a nightlight in our hall. And then in our room, we have a printer and our Wi-Fi modem. And those put off light. And it was so bright just from those 2 little lights that I couldn't sleep or anything. So I was wearing an eye mask almost constantly. I was taking my medicine. Nothing was helping. And then I'd have a migraine for like 2 days. And then for like a day or 2, I'd be okay. And then I'd get another one. And some of them lasted for like 2 or 3 days each. And it was terrible. I don't know what triggered it. I don't know if it's because I've gone off birth control. I've been on birth control since I was like 12. And my doctor wanted me to get off so we could actually evaluate my hormones without birth control being in my system. So I've gone off it because we're trying to do that. So I don't know if that's why. And I was just like, what is it called? And I don't know if it was that, and maybe I'm just like acclimating to not having birth control in my system, but it was like 2 weeks of just pretty much back to back freaking, what am I wearing in my ears? Oh, I'm not. Sorry, there's a picture. So I think I was just acclimating, but I don't know, it was like 2 weeks of just pretty much back to back migraines. It was miserable. Last week I had a cold. And now I'm kind of feeling okay. And I say that knowing that I'm still sick. We think that there's mold in our master bath. Brenton called me. I don't know where I was at, but basically I've been miserable, sick. I'm still sick. I don't know what's wrong with me. We think it might be because we have mold in our bathroom. Our master Well, they both have it actually. There's like a tub. It's a tub shower combo, but it's not just one piece. There's like the tub piece and then like a shell that goes on top of it for the shower. And it's not caulked or anything. And we noticed like black stuff growing out of it. But Brenton has just been cleaning it. And the other day he came up, he's like, I think we might have mold. And I was like, why? And he showed me and I was like, oh, yeah, that most definitely could be mold. Yeah. So he's like, maybe that's why you've been so sick, because I'm allergic to mold. It makes me very ill. We don't know for sure, but we're getting them to come look at it. They're really fast, so it should be like today or tomorrow. Our faucet also messed up the other day, which is great. So they're coming to look at that. And our toilet won't stop running. Basically, our master bathroom is just falling apart for no reason. But I am still sick. I don't feel good, but I'm feeling a lot better, significantly better. I'd say like 90% better compared to when I was having all those other issues. So I'm going to start posting. I can't promise that I will be giving you quality videos right off, but I'm going to do my best. At this point, I'm just working with what I have. And what I have is a messy house, which I'm going to show you clips of right now. So this is what my desk is looking like. And then we've got stuff that has to go to storage. I'm not sure what this is. But then we've got this laundry we have to do. And then all that has to be done. And then over here, it looks a lot better. But it's got Brenton set up and all now. And this, obviously, I need to handle. This is the state of my guest room. It's a right mess. The hallway is looking like this. And then the living room is looking like this. Obviously, we got a new couch. I'll talk about that in a second. And this is the current state of our kitchen. I will also explain why it looks like this. That's what we're working with. It's messy for a reason. But that's where I'm at. I don't have a lot of energy. I've been in pain so much recently. I don't know why. My pain has increased so much. If you're new and you ended up watching this video, thank you. I'm disabled and I have chronic pain issues. And it's gotten so much worse. If you're new, I'm just explaining that to you. But as you saw, my house is in a state. And that is because my sister-in-law is moving here in 2 weeks. So when I've had energy and I haven't felt like I was dying, I've been going through all our stuff. We got a new pantry. There's going to be a kitchen video and a living room video and all that. But as of right now, I'm going through all our snacks and stuff. So you can't see them all, but they're all piled up on the floor down here. There's stuff piled up there. We've got a whole collection for the food bank. We've got a whole collection, like 2 or 3 boxes of Goodwill stuff. We've had to rearrange our furniture, so our bedroom is currently in a mess because we were just trying to pile it up and get it moved to where we could fit Brenton's desk situation in our room, because Olivia's going to be sleeping in our second bedroom. We have some furniture we need to sell, so there's just stuff everywhere, but it's just because we're in that in-between stage where it looks worse before it looks better. And I haven't had the energy to just do it all in one go, so I'm just doing what I can when I can, and Brenton's helping me when he's not at work. So that's where we're at. That's where I've been. Why aren't you getting steamy? Get in there. It's still cold on the bottom. That's irritating. Usually I can nuke this like 3 times and it's good. Maybe it's because I'm not using a plastic bowl. That was loud, sorry. She sounds hot. Oh, she's steamy. That's what we like to see. Okay, I'm just gonna pop you in here real quick. Anyways, my food's done and I have nothing else to tell you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for letting me catch up with you for a sec. Let me know what you've been up to and how the beginning of your year is going. Mine's obviously not going super great, but I can't complain because I still have a great life and my husband's great and my dog's great, and I'm lucky that I have people that will take care of me when I feel like crap. But I do have content planned. I've got some stuff coming up, tidy spaces, like meal prep or ingredient prep. I don't really meal prep, but that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. If you have any video suggestions you would like that fit into like the lifestyle niche, let me know below. I might have some DIY projects coming up. I do want to change my schedule from Sunday and Wednesday to Tuesday and Friday, hence why this has gone up on a Tuesday. I'm going to be posting every Friday, and then on Tuesdays, I'm going to do like little bonus days or bonus videos. So I'll be purposely uploading every Friday. That's the plan. I mean, obviously there are in some cases extenuating circumstances, but for the plan, every Friday. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I seem like I'm getting worse while we're standing here, but I am. I'm in a lot of pain. My left ovary is killing me today for some reason, and I can barely stand up straight. Getting off birth control is not the best experience I've ever had in my life. Just saying. Just saying. But that's the plan. I'm going to be uploading on Fridays from now on, and then if there's a video on Tuesday, it's just a little bonus for you guys. But yeah. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content by me, you can hit the subscribe button down below and ring the little bell, and it'll tell you when I upload, or at least it's supposed to. Oh, and if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I love hearing from you guys. So, other than that, I love ya, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go, spend my coin for sure.